Hello and welcome. I am back. I did say I'd be back with another pop-up chat, so I didn't want to quite call it the same thing as before. We had technical trouble where I froze, and I don't like being frozen. I tried to let it go, but I couldn't. Ha ha ha. Do you get the joke? Okay. I'll wait for a few of you to get here because I know some of you wanted to come back. So yes, in the previous live chat about 10 minutes ago, I was having some technical difficulties. My screen had frozen, so I've kind of restarted. So I'll take some questions at the end of this bit, but I wanted a different topic to talk about. So hence why the video is called what it's called. But I need to find the chat room first, and I hope I don't freeze again. Because like I say, I don't like being frozen. It's not good. It's not a good look. Right, I'm nearly in the chat room, so just bear with just a second longer. Okay. Oh, but I do know that you could hear me. You could hear me in the previous one. Okay, right. Some people are in, so I will begin. So, I have a replica. Meghan's Queen Mary's Diamond Bandeau Tiara. It is still in its wrapper, so you can't quite appreciate how sparkly it is, but I have one to give away. It's very, very, very similar to my own, which I'm wearing now. I've changed the tiara, but mine is fixed. It doesn't have flexible segments, whereas this one does have flexible, adjustable segments. I'm not sure if you can see, but it does have flexible segments which allow you to fit it to your head a lot better. So I have one to give away, and I definitely want to make sure it goes to somebody. I don't need two of them. I've got one, I don't need two. So I want to give it away. So how do you enter? I hear you cry. Well, some of you may already know because you may have watched my live chat. I have a Patreon. And if you are a Royal Reviewer patron, you will be automatically entered into the draw for this. So I'm going to do the draw, I think, on the 2nd of January. So it's kind of like a New Year's giveaway. But I thought I'd give you plenty of chance to enter. So all you've got to do is become a Royal Reviewer patron on Patreon, and there you go. You will be entered. I will write all the patrons' names down on a little piece of paper, fold them up, and I will put them in my top hat. And then I will pop on and do a live draw on the 2nd of January. So that's all it takes. Just become a Royal Reviewer patron on Patreon. Patreon. They have an app and a website. I will link in the description. So there you go. If you want to win the tiara, it is very, very shiny. You can't appreciate it in the bag. I don't know whether I should debag it, but it is a brand new tiara. So there you go, still in its bag. Danielle says, great idea. Welcome back, everybody. And yes, you can see me and hear me, which is really, really good. But we only have 29 watching now, so I think people may be in the other room still. I did say leave that room. Hello to Blossom Rug again. So, the second part of this video. I also have a discount code for a replica site. So, if you want 10% off a website called The Royal Look for Less. Now basically what they do is they source items which replicate looks which Catherine and Meghan have worn. Items of clothing, accessories and tiaras. Not this tiara. This tiara is from that website. And also some of my other newer tiaras are also from there. So if you want a tiara, if you want replica fashion, replica accessories, do go and check out The Royal Look for Less. I will also link in the description once this video has gone live, so do give me a few moments to set that up once this video has gone live. And if you use my discount code, which is Royal Reviewer 18, no spaces, again I'll put that in the description, you will get 10% off at checkout. So there you go. Do go and check out that website and see if there's anything you want, because if they have discounts and the 10% off as well, that will be truly amazing. Karen says, glad you're back. Maggie Teal says, it's so pretty. Anita says, how many tiaras does the Queen have? And does she own? Yes, she owns them personally. They aren't the crown jewels. The crown jewels are not owned personally. But in terms of how many she has, do you know what? I don't know, and I don't think anyone does, because the Queen has her favourites which she wears. She has ones which we know that she's lent out on long-term loan, so we can kind of tally up those tiaras. However, when we've been trying to guess which tiara Meghan wore for her wedding, before we knew, and when we were trying to guess which one Princess Eugenie was going to wear, they surprised us because nobody guessed this tiara or the emerald tiara that Eugenie wore. So I think there are probably quite a lot stashed away which haven't seen the light of day for many, many years, which we're probably not even going to remember or know about. So you could probably tally it up if you went through all old photographs of what previous queens and princesses have been wearing, but we don't actually know the full total. I think the collection is quite large and quite extensive, seeing as they've been able to pull out, you know, ones that we haven't seen at least for a very long time before. But I would love to see the inventory. Danielle says, I'm giving up watching a documentary on Alexander II of Russia to be with you. Well, thank you so much. For those of you who have just joined and you want to see the tiara, there it is in all of its glory. You can win it. Ali, is that? Yes, Ali says, so sorry, my screen is small. Ali says she was given some by people who have died in their wills. Yes, most notably, the Greville collection. Mrs. Greville donated her jewels to Queen Mary, who received a big box of jewels, some of which she kept as they were, some of which she changed. And in fact, the honeycomb tiara that Camilla wears was once the Greville tiara. It was a different shape and style, and all the jewels were used and refashioned into the current honeycomb design. So yes, if you want to leave the Queen anything, leave her your jewels. Or at least Queen Mary would have loved that anyway. And Ali says, yes, that's right. And I agree, it is so pretty. I appear to have lost everybody that was in the previous chat. But yes, Royal Look for Less and Patreon. Just type in Royal Reviewer and you will find me. But like I say, I will also put the link in as to how you can join. I know I have had quite a few people join since I said about winning the tiara. In fact, I may even do more giveaways in the future. Maybe at least one a month, I don't know. What would you like to see in giveaways? Ali says, no pop-up this time to say I was live. It may have something to do with the fact that it already notifies you of the previous one. I don't know. I don't know what time they kind of space it out with. Hello to Rodney again. What were the questions that were being asked? Because I've lost all the questions from the screen. I know people had asked me lots and lots that I was about to answer before I froze. So I would like to answer some more questions from people. Oh, by the way, also, seeing as I'm promoting things in this video, my Royal Reviewer Christmas message, there are 2 previous ones for you to go and watch. I did one in 2016 and last year in 2017. I write them all myself and I pick a theme, just like the Queen does, and I've recorded and uploaded the new one. However, it doesn't go live, it doesn't premiere until Christmas Day at 3:30, which gives you a chance to sit down and watch the Queen first. In previous years I have competed with the Queen, but I don't think I'm going to win. So I will do it at 3:30 and hopefully I will be there to be in the chat room and we can watch it on the premiere feature together, which I really love because I love watching the weekly vlog with you guys live. In fact, that's one of my favourite times of the week, is sitting down to watch the weekly vlog, which I've worked very hard at all week with you guys, and I hope you like it too. Keely says, is my other tiara in the mail? Yes, it is. Although when it will get here, I really do not know. Floss and Rug Pain says, give them chance, they're boiling kettles. Well, maybe. Floss and Rog says, Viscount Linley, Lord Snowdon, will be at Sandringham too. Yes, it is expected, as is his sister, Lady Sarah Chateau, and husband Daniel and children. So yes, they are likely to be amongst the guests invited to the Sandringham Christmas, which kicks off tomorrow, which is Christmas Eve, when the bulk of the royal family arrive, although we do know that the Wessexes are already there, because we saw them today arriving at church with the Queen. I am going to go in a moment because I've done 2 live chats. I wanted to say goodbye to you all properly. And of course I've launched my chance, or your chance rather, to win the Meghan Tiara, the Queen Mary's diamond bandeau. I will link in the description how to win. As I said before, also get 10% off the Royal Look for Less using discount code RoyalReviewer18. And I don't know how long it's going to be on there for, so go and have a look and make your orders if you want to. Sharon says, loved your vlog this week. Going through the market. Yes, it was a lovely Christmas market. Or rather, typically we have German Christmas markets in the UK, but this one by me is actually classed as a European market. I'm trying to see if you can see through the bag. But it is incredibly... Oh, actually, look, you can see the adjustable sections. See the line there? And there's another one there. So it adjusts. Can you see how it's kind of flexible? There you go. I'm hoping you can see the flex. No, you don't have to be more than a $10 patron to win. Any patron will be entered. Existing patrons, new patrons, everyone has a chance. They will be all names in the hat. Sheila says, oh my god, I want it. You are in with a chance. Yes, any patron will be in my hat. I will write out the names by hand in my fountain pen. Just like Meghan, I do handwritten things. I don't use necessarily computer tablets. I have a filofax. Who remembers the old filofaxes? I have a filofax with my calendars in, and I use my fountain pen. This is what I write all my notes in. I've just had to change the ink in it. It's a Parker pen. I've just changed the ink cartridge because I kind of get through quite a bit. I realised I got through 5 ink cartridges just through writing notes. My goodness. Floss and Rug Payne says, ladies in waiting to Her Majesty. Do you know who they are? There is a whole list of names. Don't ask me to reel off the names. But yes, there is a list of names. And they are usually ladies who have been with the Queen for quite a long time. And some are actually in their 70s and 80s themselves. Ali says, I still use filofaxes. And Sharon says, I love fountain pens. Danielle's off. Enjoy your Christmas. And stay safe. And CD says, have a Merry Christmas. And HM says, hello all, Merry Christmas. Okay, I am going to go now. I have launched my competition. And I've told you all about the Royal Look for Less, 10% off. So, this is all you're going to hear from me tonight, unless something catastrophic happens where I need to pop on. So, I'm going to go. Hope you've enjoyed this little quick video, and it gave me the chance to say goodbye properly for today. I may pop on tomorrow, Christmas Eve. I don't know how I'm going to be in terms of last minute Christmas shopping. I am all done, but my partner's not. So I may have to go and help with some last minute Christmas shopping. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media. Make sure you are subscribed and hit the notification bell, because sometimes YouTube wants to notify you, and it will if it will. So from me in Shropshire, Merry Christmas to all. Goodbye.